To launch our official First at 4, we're doing a segment called Meet the Mayor, so you can get to know the leaders who run your cities, especially right here in the Tri-Cities. And we start with Johnson City Mayor Joe Wise. Joe, thank you so much for being here with us today. So just for a little background, tell me about yourself. Are you from the region? What's your history here?
All right. Well, I've lived here most of my life. I came here to go to school at Milligan College and have been here since. So that's what brought me here, and really Johnson City and the community is what's kept me here.
Now, Johnson City has a lot going on. Just in the past recent months, we've seen so much development in downtown, whether it be new businesses, new restaurants. Are you excited to see this kind of happening while you're in office?
This is an exciting time for Johnson City, and it presents a lot of opportunities, but it also presents some things that we need to be sensitive to by way of being prepared. We've seen a lot of growth, and we see that growth is coming by way of, I think, broader social and economic trends that are happening around the country. People are choosing where they want to live. They're living in different places than they may have historically lived because their employment options are different. And so I think Johnson City is uniquely positioned to capitalize on that, whether you're talking about the 10 gig broadband, whether you're talking about our interconnectivity by way of several interstates nearby, by our proximity to much of the U.S. population. So we become a place that in a new economy, you can live and work and play here because your employment doesn't necessarily have to be tied to the zip code in which you live.
And now that growth is something we saw tremendously through the pandemic. A lot of people coming to the area. I know you said it has its pros and cons, but overall, why Johnson City? Why should people live here and be proud of living here?
I think as a community, we offer a nice mix of the larger city attractions, smaller community quality of life. And so there are things that you can do and be a part of in a community of 75,000 people that aren't an option in a town of 7,000 or 8,000 people. Conversely, we don't have the same challenges associated with big metro areas, and so people can get to and from work, get to and from stores, get to and from schools, and they don't even really take into account the commute because it's 5 or 10 minutes to get to this or to that, as opposed to imagine sitting in your car for 40 or 45 minutes just to get from your house to your office.
And just on a final note, are there any projects going on in the city that you're excited about?
We have a lot going on in Johnson City that I think everybody can be excited about, whether that's the investment that's being made in the West Walnut Street corridor and really reimagining a space that was once upon a time industrial and trying to reinvent that as a space between ETSU and our downtown. We also see a significant investment occurring in terms of other sorts of quality of life features, and so whether that be the expansion that's taking place at Wing Deer Park or the efforts at King Commons and Founders Park and more recently the outdoor play area. As a community and as a city, we've made a real commitment to investing in things that would be called quality of life, quality of place features. And I think that's part of what makes Johnson City attractive to the people who are here and attractive to the people who might someday come here.
Well, Mayor, thank you so much. And of course, it is a place to live, work, and play. Johnson City kicking off our First at 4.